Welcome to Milk Market Tidbit for the September class and component values that the USDA released Wednesday afternoon. And I'm recording this on Friday evening, October the 3rd. I apologize for being a couple of days late, but I've been on the road and just kind of getting to this now. And definitely the market has changed a lot since Wednesday. So let's kind of start with the Class 1 price, which we known for a couple weeks here, and that was 18.70, down just a couple cents, but that is way off the high of 23.17, but up from our low of 17.26. Now we've moved to Class 3. This came up 35 cents. It ended up at 17.59. And what's changed since Wednesday is everything from here on out, because Wednesday, I think Class 3 October was trading at 17.70 and now it's down to 17.21, so these have really fallen off. But if we look at that Class 3, it's up 35 cents from the low that we had last month at 17.24, but it does look like October might be lower than that previous low, and our high was 22.85 back a year ago. Fat prices has been coming down, and they came down a whopping 53 cents to 2.19. That is the low so far, and the high was 3.09, but we're looking at a significant low here in October at $1.92. Protein's been more or less choppy around 2.50, let's call it. We did have a low 2 months ago at $1.87. We came up 74 cents to 2.71, so that was very good. It does look like it might actually come up here in October. Again, remember, anytime that butterfat goes down, that kind of drives protein up just a little bit. And the high was back here a year ago at 3.32. Other solids are basically unchanged at 32 cents, and they've come way off of that high of 54. Right now, we're looking at about 34, 33, somewhere in here, but the whey was under pressure today on the spot market, and it probably will end up more like 32. So Class 4 prices have really been kind of falling out of bed with the butter prices coming down. It was down a whopping $2.33 to our low, and looks like next month is going to be, even quite a bit lower at $14.72. That compares to a year ago at $21.12, and so that has come off pretty significantly. So this is where we end up on Friday afternoon. Looks like Class 3 is going to be higher than Class 4 through March, and then Class 4 is probably going to be a little higher, but again, these may shake out just a little bit different here. But this is quite a bit lower than what we had a year ago. So what do we expect in terms of USDA reports? It's getting pretty slim. So we did have the class and component numbers. We did not get the dairy slaughter numbers. We did not get the dairy products report. We did get the upper Midwest spot milk, which I did check to make sure we get that. So what I'm expecting next week, we will not have the crop progress report. We will have the global dairy trade. Now, whether we get the exports or not, there is some evidence that they may still be doing exports. Hopefully we'll get the national dairy sales report, but we will not get the WASDE report. Probably will not get the dairy slaughter numbers or the crop production report due to the government shutdown. So I will get you a milk market tidbit for the dairy products report when it actually comes out, but again, if we don't see that, it's starting to look like the next milk market tidbit will be for the statistical uniform prices, because we're getting very little data here.